Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode of Fishing ATX. Today guys, as you can tell from the title, I'm going to be showing you guys, reviewing, and testing out the Shimano Tranx 200A. Here she is guys, this is your first look at her with all of her glory and beauty. I bought mine in the 200 high gear model, which is a 7:2:1 gear ratio. And now, you guys might be wondering, Charlie, wait, isn't the Tranx like a saltwater reel, but you're a bass fisherman? I don't know why you'd buy that. I mean, it is a low profile casting reel, so I guess you could use it for bass, but why would you buy a saltwater reel? And well guys, the answer to that question is simply, well, I needed a low profile saltwater casting reel. This summer guys, my family and I are getting ready to go on some of the biggest trips we've ever gone on, and one of them is a trip going to Belize. Now, I've never been to Belize before. I've actually never been saltwater fishing outside the United States. I mean, I've only been saltwater fishing probably 5 or 6 times my entire life. I'm not bad at it. I've actually caught some pretty good fish. You know, I've never really used lures much in saltwater, but I'm not bad at it. We're going to Belize for just over a week, and there's a ton of stuff to do there, but I really was just not, I was not equipped with the right tackle, and I really wanted to be heading there because, I mean, Belize is a big trip. I mean, this is probably an opportunity I'm not going to get for a long time again, so I wanted to be ready to go. I looked at a lot of different low-profile casting reels for saltwater. I mean, there's not a ton of them, but the Tranx is really the one that caught my eye. One, because it's Shimano, and I trust Shimano. I have a lot of their products. I love their products, guys, but also because I can use this reel for so many different things. It's so nice. And I mean, I can use it for bass fishing all I want. This is a great bass fishing reel, another thing I can add to my arsenal. It's going to be something I can use in both fresh and saltwater, and it's just got so many benefits for me, and I really needed something for saltwater, guys, because now I can finally have a reel I can easily throw lures on in saltwater. And to give you guys an idea of why you can use this thing in saltwater, I'm going to list off some features for you guys, because this thing is just a freaking beast. You got to hear some of its features. First off, guys, I want to mention, on the website, it says this thing has 13 pounds of drag, but just from reading reviews and from feeling it this weekend, this thing is more than 13 pounds. Like, a lot of people believe that it's 15 plus pounds of drag, because this thing is an absolute beast, guys. I mean, for a low-profile reel, you're not going to find many that have a higher drag system than this thing and can handle bigger fish. Some nice features, guys, that this reel has that allow it to go in saltwater is, one, that it has core protection. So the way the reel is built, it's designed to keep saltwater out. It has a waterproof drainage system, you know, waterproof drag system, and it has stainless steel ball bearings. This thing is an absolute beast. It is meant to keep saltwater out. It is meant to stay nice for a long time, and it's meant to not rust. And they have, Shimano's put a ton of features into this reel to allow it to not do so. I mean, I have not put it into saltwater yet. I've not tested in saltwater, so really, I can't review this reel on that half. I'll have to review it later in summer when I use it in saltwater and see how it reacts. But from the reviews I've read, this thing is just an absolute beast in saltwater. And as long as you give it a light little cleaning, it works perfectly fine. Some other things I wanted to tell you guys too is that from reading the reviews, I mean, they said this thing is a workhorse just for a low profile reel, but I didn't realize how much a workhorse really is. From some of the reviews I read, I heard people saying they could catch 30, 40-pound redfish with no problem with this thing. So hopefully we can hook into a couple decent bass and we'll see what this thing can do. But I mean, I don't know, 30, 40-pound redfish for a low profile reel seems like a lot, but from what I've read so far and how this thing feels in the hand, I'm sure it can do it. Anyway, folks, let's take the Tranx out to the water and let's see if all the hype I've read and reviewed about the Tranx is for real. Alrighty, folks, we made it out to the pond. We had the Tranx in hand, putting it on the Mojo Bass rod. New rod and reel combo for me. Guys, I'm so excited. This is actually a new pond. You guys have never seen this pond before. It's another pond out in Lake Travis. It's near that, it's near both the other 2 ponds out here I fish. It's actually a little, there's a little trail that goes down to it. In a remote area, actually. Not many people fish out here, I'm pretty sure, but it's still kept pretty nice looking, so I'm excited today. First ever cast a Tranx, pretty good one. We're starting off with this lipless crankbait because that's what I put on the Tranx, but it looks so froggy today, guys. I'm probably gonna switch up to the frog here, not too much time, because I mean, today seems like a great day for a frog. You know, it's overcast, it's like 70 degrees. Should be a great day to throw the frog around, so that's probably what we're gonna switch to here in just a minute, but we'll give the crankbait just a little bit of time. All right, guys, we're gonna move spots to the next pond I'm gonna be fishing. It's just right up here across this hill. You know, I'm a little disappointed. I was hoping it'd be a little better than that. I did get one bite. The fish just bit it though and left it. I mean, he really wasn't all that interested in it, apparently. Disappointing though, because this is supposedly supposed to be a decent pond, you know. I mean, I don't know. I'm not gonna allow people to fish here, honestly, but if we can't get anything in the next pond, we'll definitely try this one again. I'm just a little frustrated about that. We couldn't get anything really to bite, but we'll keep trying. We've got like 2.5 hours left, so plenty of time to go and catch a decent amount of fish still. So I don't really think we're in trouble about getting anything yet, but definitely a little disappointed I didn't get any fish here. All right, guys, we now made it to the second pond. It's probably a little bit longer than the last one, but it's definitely a lot narrower. Still got a fountain, which implies that there's water being pumped into it constantly. And it still looks like a place that could probably be a habitat for some bass. So if there's any in here, let's hope we can try and get a few of them. Just gonna start off with the crankbait here, just because I want to try and get a fish on the Tranx. Got a little bass. Yeah, there we go. That is a tiny fish, but our first fish on the Tranx. Wow. I kind of felt him hit there, but I didn't really know if I was snagged or I got him. Like, I felt like I hit, you know, but I didn't know if I was snagged or if I had a fish. There we go, guys. First little fish of the day. First fish on the Tranx. Yeah, to say this fish is small is a little bit of a understatement. I only got one bite the last pond, and on my second cast here, I already got a fish, so that's a good sign. Well, there you go. There you have it, guys. Not exactly the first fish I was expecting on the Tranx, because he is very, very little, but good to see at least got a fish, if you count this as a bass. Get him back. Little buddy's bleeding a little bit, so hopefully he'll be okay, but we got a fish on the Tranx, guys. To say that fish was hungry, too, is an understatement, because this crankbait is nearly the size of him. That just shows you a bass appetite right there, guys. I mean, that's happened to me before, where I've caught bass on crankbaits this size, not even bigger. I mean, bass are crazy like that. They'll try to eat just about everything you throw their way, like that little guy there. He was hungry, and he was excited to eat that crankbait. Oh my God, it's another tiny fish. Another tiny, tiny fish. Oh my gosh, this one might be even smaller than the last one. Wow. Well, I think we know the size of fish that are in here. I mean, hey, at least there's fish in here, but yeah. These fish are just a little small, to say the least. Second fish of the day. I've only had about 6 casts in this pond. I've already caught 2 fish, but they've both been about 4 or 5 inches. So the fact that last weekend I caught a bluegill that absolutely just kills, would actually probably eat both those guys. This shows you how small those fish are. Got another one. Another little baby dude. Baby fish number 3. Third fish of the day though, which is always nice. Just changed out cameras. It's my first cast actually since changing cameras. I mean, I've actually seen some bigger fish in here. Like I saw some bigger fish not too long ago, and I saw some bigger wakes. There's got to be some bigger fish in here, guys. That's where it's getting unlucky, the little guys. But rather catch the little guys than not catch anything at all. There he is, all of 5-6 inches. All right, guys, I'm gonna put around this little blade bait here. Not really gonna work it like you traditionally do a blade bait. I'm just gonna reel it in. But I'm basically just gonna use it as like a smaller crankbait, you know. Still has good shine, still has treble hooks, but it's a little bit smaller, so it might be more appealing to some of the fish in here. There we go. There I go. Oh, there we go. All right. Just as I was about to say, I missed the morning bite. There's our 4th fish. Wasn't too pretty, but we got him. I mean, he isn't big. By any means, he's not big, but he's bigger than what we've caught today. 4 fish, guys. It's been well over an hour now since I last caught my last one. Not gonna lie, that was not a exactly great fight on my part, but I was really just trying to get the fish in. I wasn't honestly, when he bit, I really honestly wasn't even paying attention that much. I just was kind of slowly dragging that blade bait along, but good to get another fish. Let's get him back. Oh yeah. Oh, dang it. Spit it. He wasn't even that big, so it doesn't really matter, but that would have been nice to have my 5th fish. He sure hit it hard. It was smaller than the last. I mean, I think he was bigger than the first 3, but he was smaller than the last. I mean, it wasn't big fish again. So the only thing about using these treble hook baits is, I mean, I got them pretty good, but guess I'm getting in there enough. It's all right though. It's not like it was a huge fish or anything, so no big deal. Guys, I just realized this, to this point in the video, this is technically a fishing reel review. It's the Tranx right here. This is a review video for the Tranx. It really hasn't felt like it, honestly, though, just because all the stuff I've been doing today, but I really haven't had a full-on review of this reel yet. I haven't told you guys my overall opinion on it yet, so here it is. To this point in the day, and from what I've used it so far, this is my opinion on the Tranx. I love it. It's super smooth. It casts really well. It reels smooth, reels great. I mean, I've caught 3 fish on it today. They've all been absolutely tiny, so I really haven't had a challenge on it yet, but for the ones I did hook, it just motored them in. Didn't even feel like there's anything there almost. I mean, they were really small, so fishing wise, I really haven't had a challenge for it yet, so that's part of it. But I mean, this thing, from what I've read on the other reviews of the Tranx and just from how it's performed today, I really like it. It's super powerful. Just from feeling it and tuning it in, it's just felt super powerful. It reels a lot more powerful than all my other reels, and that's just because of the stuff I have in it, because it's actually a saltwater reel, and I bought it, you know, I'll be using it this summer in saltwater, and you guys will see those videos, but I love it so far. Absolutely love it. It's great too. I remember reading reviews on it. It has the same exact body as the Corrado K, which I have here with me today. I love that reel. Corrado K is one of my favorite reels. I've caught a lot of big fish on it. Some of my biggest fish I've ever caught have been on it. Love that reel. This thing is the exact same feel, but it has even bigger handles too. I love the handles. It gives you such great grip. Easy to tune in, easy to cast. My overall opinion, guys, is I just freaking love it. I would definitely recommend checking it out, guys. Again, not sponsored or paid by Shimano or anything. I just really like their products personally. And I'm just kind of giving you guys my opinion on the Shimano products. I mean, it's a little bit pricier. It's not the most pricey reel to have, but it's a mid-range reel as far as how expensive it is. $200, you know, it's not cheap, but I would say it's worth the money. It's definitely worth the money. It's a great reel, guys. Freshwater and saltwater. It's worth it. I really like it so far, so that's kind of my overall opinion on the Tranx at this point in the video. I was stupid. That's awesome. I just caught my best fish today, guys, on the Tranx. I mean, literally, the second I turned that off, like, you know, I was reviewing it, guys. I was talking about that. Literally, the second I turned it off, this guy hit. And I even, like, literally stopped while I was reeling, trying to get the camera to turn on. It wouldn't turn on, but sorry, guys, didn't get that fish catch on camera, but at least you get to see him. 5th fish of the day. It's been a pretty decent day. I've had a lot of bites. I mean, I've hooked 6, caught 5. Had a lot of bites where they'll just hit it and leave it, but this is my first actually somewhat decent fish today. This is actually probably about a 1-pounder, you know. Nothing huge again, but happy to at least be getting a little bit better fish. I'm sorry, again, I didn't get it on camera. I got on the Tranx, and let me tell you guys, this reel, brand new reel out of the box. Sometimes reels have a little bit of problem getting going. This Tranx has had no problem getting going. This was nothing. I mean, this isn't a big bass, but for other reels when they're new, this might even be something, and this was just nothing. Biggest fish today, though. Let's get him back. I know that catch was not on film. You can just take my word for it. This Tranx is great, guys. I mean, that felt such a smooth, nice fight. Fish just had no chance. I mean, I love this reel, guys. I absolutely love it. Gotta give the Mojo Bass Rod a little bit of love too. I'm not reviewing it today because honestly, I really don't do many rod reviews. I'm more focused on just the reels, but yeah, you can't count out the Mojo Bass Rod, St. Croix Mojo Bass. I'm looking for it. I've been looking to get it for a while, and no, that was another fish. Dang it. Oh, I had a fish bite right there. That would have been back-to-back cast. I gotta stop talking. I gotta start focusing up, but Yeah, I got to give some credit to the Mojo Bass. It's a great rod and reel. It's just a little bit higher end than the Bass X, because I have two Bass X rods. They're only $110. I absolutely freaking love them. They're great, guys. All right, guys, just for the heck of things, we're gonna try another bait. Just a little cut down Senko, probably just a little over or under 4 inches or so. There's a 5-inch Senko that I just kind of cut down now. A little bit smaller just because the fish in here are not too big, but it looks good actually. I think I can catch a fish on it. I mean, I was getting hit a lot in that brush hog. Like, I probably had 4 or 5 bites. I just never got one to commit and take it all the way. So hopefully I can get a fish to do it with this right here. Got him. Oh, he's real small. There we go. 6 bass a day. He got that hook down, I think. Nope, corner of the mouth. Perfect. Senko worked. That's good. Not a huge bass. Definitely not a huge bass, but better than what we were catching this morning. I'll take him. Just under a little 1-pounder. 6 fish today. He didn't really even thump it. He just grabbed it and ran. He was a hungry fella, to say the least. See you, bud. Well, guys, it's about an hour after you last saw me catch that last fish. Things have just slowed down. It's kind of the middle of the day now. It's about 1:30-ish, so it's gotten real hot. The bite's kind of slowed down. You know, it's kind of what you expect in the middle of the day. But you know what? Good day. 6 fish. Had about 8 fish hooked. I had like 13 bites. You know, this pond, even though there's not many big fish in it, I still feel very confident I can catch fish in, and probably a lot of them. So definitely a place we'll be coming back to. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna head back to the house, and we're gonna get this video wrapped up in just a minute. Alrighty, folks, we have made it back to the house now. We have a pretty decent amount to talk about, so let's get right into it. Even though we did not catch any big fish on the Tranx today, we still did manage to catch 4 bass, and even though they were small, the thing manhandled them, guys. I reviewed it while I was out in the water, but I really like this thing. It felt so great in my hand, you know. The fish I did catch, it reeled them in so easily. I mean, just no problem. It felt just so smooth and so good. And even though they were small fish, sometimes these kind of reels, you'll get them right out of the box and they'll just not work immediately. Like, actually, the other 2 Corrados, I had the K and the DC. I remember when I first unboxed those guys and I started using them, the first few fish I caught were kind of tough because honestly, like, the drag wasn't set and stuff, and it just kind of felt weird. I didn't feel like I had the fighting power that I should on a normal reel. And this one, guys, the Tranx, when I tried it, it just, from the first fish I caught, I mean, just from even the first cast when I was reeling, guys, it just felt so powerful, so strong, like I'd had it forever. And that's one thing I really liked about this reel, because I mean, if I were to have to buy another one, I know I could depend on it being just as good on fish number 1 as it is quite a few fish in once it's already worked in and stuff. Guys, I already kind of mentioned my overall opinion on the reel, but I really love it, guys. Such a great reel. Cannot wait to take this thing to saltwater. Kind of starting to believe these reviews, even though I didn't catch any big fish, I still believe this thing, just from feeling it and just from feeling fish on the line. I think this thing could handle a very big fish, which hopefully I'll hook up into this summer. Anyway, folks, thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you for watching the review. If you did enjoy, like the video, leave a comment down below saying like the review, you know, made some good points or any points I missed. Let me know. If you're new to Fishing ATX, please subscribe. We are just over 200 subscribers now, guys. Growing really well. Thank you again for all the support. It's really been appreciated. Anyway, folks, thank you again for watching this video. Sure to hope you enjoyed. Anyway, that's about it, guys. I will see you folks next time back out on the water.